But we are at a point of crisis, and we have to deal with that crisis meaningfully. The facts are undeniable. This service is, forcing shippers to recoup their losses or the manufacturers downstream, and that's the consumers. So this is contributing to the inflationary spike in this country. The freight railroad CEOs say, poor service. It's had nothing to do with us. Oh, no, it's COVID, supply chain. Oh, that their workforce. Oh, by the way, you laid off one hell of a lot of your workforce. And a lot of them aren't coming back to you because they have been disrespected, mistreated. And you've made it more dangerous for your workers with these cuts. You're not looking to change. I'm talking to the CEOs now. You're not looking to change. You're just raking in record profits. Whoa, more dividends for shareholders. And oh, hey, by the way, my salary also goes up and my stock goes up. Isn't that great? Well, the country suffers. It's DeFazio joined with some very unlikely allies. That would be the chemical industry, the energy industry, the agriculture industry, and a whole host of other shippers who are bemoaning what has been done, the destruction that has been wrought on freight rail in America with so-called precision scheduled railroading. I don't have much in common with the oil industry. We don't agree on much of anything. But here's a quote from the American Fuel and Petrochemical Manufacturers testimony. And I hope the Republicans are listening because you're just listening to the damn freight railroads. Listen to your constituents and look at what it's doing to them. Consolidation in the railroad industry has created a system of regional duopolies, and the railroad's understandable desire to maximize profits has come into conflict with railroads' common carrier obligation. The Staggers Act was not intended to make the railroads attractive investment targets on Wall Street. It was designed to meet the demands of interstate commerce and national defense. PSR, precision scheduled railroading, has interfered with those goals. It's a business model, cuts expenses to the bone, slows customer service, volume growth. Now, the freight railroads only want to take now the most profitable freight. They're not going to spend anything on growing or maintaining their businesses because, that might hurt their stock price if they actually look to the future. And, your testimony asks for virtually nothing from this committee, suggesting you have all the powers you need. Well, if that's true, and I'm not sure it is, then use them. Use them. Some will argue, it's a free market problem. It'll be resolved by the markets. But that doesn't work with duopolies or monopolies. It does not work. In fact, that's the reason you exist. That is the whole reason that you exist. That isn't happening in America today. It's not happening. We're going downhill here really quickly. So you're not there to protect the bottom line of these railroads and the CEO's bonuses. So let me be crystal clear. If you don't move decisively and don't rise to this occasion, which is a looming crisis, and I just talked to the White House economic advisor about this last night. They're well aware of it. They are extraordinarily concerned. They're looking what steps they can take by executive order to deal with this mess. So I urge you to incentivize the railroads to act like Wall Street, not Wall Street cash cows, not pawns of those leeches on Wall Street. Stock buybacks, dividends can't be the measures for success of freight rail in this country. They are the only mode with a continued decline in volume in a time of shipping crisis in this nation and high inflation. You've got to do something about it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
There has to be a refocus of priority. I think if there's anything that we need to look at or need help on is these activist investors, these hedge funds that come in only for short-term gain. You can see it clearly. It's played out